I'm that type of guy. And for the heathen, I'm the only one standing. If this, you and I. Isupk, huh? The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. Isupk, huh? Isupk, huh? Isupk, huh? Isupk, huh? The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. Isupk, huh? Isupk, what? Isupk, huh? The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. Yahweh Ben Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat Rock the third. Yo, man. Yo, get back to that 1969 Isupk shit, man. I want to hear that 1969 Isupk. We the children of God. Yasha'Allah, and we only pray to Almighty Yahweh and do the commandments like his son Yahweh Shai. Don't think we soft, nigga. Yeah, you could die. We not Christian. We don't believe all is everybody. If it ain't about the 12 tribe, fuck everybody. Need to stop hating. You can't prove we Africans, so stop debating. I was stuck in a hard place, a hard time behind a rock, thinking I was Muslim. So I seen the Isupk, big homie to Zariyat, battling Imam Bashir. I bet Bashir is a woman, that's the secret of the year. Your philosophies can't clap back. Africa don't mean you black. Tell Sinetta that. Tell Polite to cross the fucking line and fall the fuck back. You hear me, nigga? I'm with some real niggas at the Passover, nigga, drinking liquor. Isupk. What?
Y'all see him at Passover? Me either, man. I missed half of Passover at Passover.
Good, Captain. Y'all was just rocking down good with you. Hey, man, you know, I've been bumping that motherfucker one way till they bury me, man. I just want to let you know. Listen to these other niggas, man. These niggas ain't fucking with you, bro. You motherfucking bars, you spitting that real shit you dropping. That's what niggas need the motherfucking hip-hop right now. All these niggas talking about this motherfucking popping Molly getting wet. These niggas loving thoughts, man. Fuck all that bullshit, man. You a real motherfucking nigga. Keep dropping that real shit, and niggas gonna get on with that shit. Niggas need to get their boots laced up. Niggas need to get their motherfucking fringes, grow that beard out. Niggas need that soldier shit. You bringing that motherfucking shit, man. Keep laying that shit down. You understand? Because right now, we need real niggas, and you the last real nigga left. My nigga, Captain War. One West till they bury me. Y'all already know what it is. And the rest of you bitch ass niggas out there, fuck them.
Smoke. 7:30. One West. They don't want no problems.
They don't want no smoke. What I tell them? Fuck them. Pull up to their show. What you tell them? Fuck them. Hit them with the foe. What we tell them? Fuck them. They don't want no problem. They don't want no smoke. What I tell them? Fuck them. Pull up to their show. What you tell them? Fuck them. Hit them with the foe. What we tell them? Fuck them. They don't want no problem. You know my motto is fuck 'em, that's all I gotta say. Scope on the rifle that'll spot you from a mile away. Still getting women drunk off Hennessy and Alizé. Still with them niggas loading hollow tips inside the cave. Still be on that same shit, but I kinda change with multiplying bitches. Might not see me with the same bitch, but you might see me riding 95 North in the black Mitsubishi 195 horse. Power with no sour, couple bottles there, of course. R.I.P. to all my fallen riders in the morgue. Yeah, you know I got the juice, know I got the sauce. And then Superfly pull a fatty in the Porsche. I don't need a Molly just to pop her out of drawers. Shorty getting naked cause she know that I'm the bore. Ready for that drama, man, I'm ready for the war. If he talking reckless, he don't really love his jaw. Fuck him to the DA, fuck him to the law. Fuck them cause they got my brother stuck behind them bars. Fuck them to the PD, fuck them to the force. Fuck them to the haters just without the intercourse. They don't want no smoke. What I tell them? Fuck them. Pull up to they show. What you tell them? Fuck them. Hit them with the foe. What we tell them? Fuck them. They don't want no problem. They don't want no smoke. What I tell them? Fuck them. Pull up to they show. What you tell them? fuck 'em. Hit 'em with the foe, and fuck 'em. They don't want no problem. We got tons of guns, don't make us use it. Doing something stupid, resulting you being toothless. Getting broad topless in the whip like it's ruthless. Like my girl's chocolate with the chips, so she useless. Always been the nigga that's too big for the Gucci. Long as I got enough from the squeeze in the Thule. Couple extra clips at it scenes from your movie. Step up in the club ready, smelling like a brewery. Then I mix the frankincense, keep the aroma. He brew fresh to death, you in a coma. Shit, you just a player in the game, I'm the owner. Bitches call me, but for you don't pick the phone up. Niggas talking childish shit, I'm a grown up. New for a while, I'm sick, keep me throwing up. Keep guns on every floor of my house. Yeah, you might make it in, but you ain't making it out. It's kinda like you got a bullseye taped to your scalp. It's like you walking through the jungle, but the lions is out. UPK been them niggas, what you lying about? The generals will get a word, I'll punch you right in your mouth, nigga. They don't want no smoke, what I tell them? Fuck 'em. Pull up to their show, what you tell them? Fuck 'em. Hit 'em with the foe, what we tell them? Fuck 'em. They don't want no problem. They don't want no smoke, what I tell them? Fuck 'em. Pull up to their show, what you tell them? Fuck 'em. Hit 'em with the foe, what we tell them? Fuck 'em. They don't want no problem. They don't want no problem. Fuck 'em. They don't want no problems. Fuck 'em. They don't want no problem. They don't want no.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
Put it in the water. You need something to get the monkey off your back. It's not cocaine, but it'll help some.
Nah, man.
Drink it slowly.
It's
Not
not
strong.
Fuck that whole ride.
So what you're hiding, huh? I can show you how to get out of prison. There's no hiding. Yeah, we'll talk, Daddy. Yo, I'm listening. Hey, this ain't bad. You got the move?
What's free? Free is getting loose and they don't tie me to the block. Free is when the color of my skin give me a shot.
Burned in a furnace. So his feet was as dark as if they burned in a furnace. So his feet looked brown as if they were burned in a furnace. This man got blue eyes, stringy dog hair, and white skin. So what the hell is that?
Black. Free is when I'm moving and ain't worried about the cops. Free is when my slavery ain't punching in the clock. Living with these dreams we ain't never did. Work my body to the bone and get a sedative. They jam me up and I got free cause of my relatives. They setting traps that fade to black so we could never live. Man, I was down to do just whatever is. Until the day I found out who the devil is.
That's right. Give me Revelation 12 and 9. For anybody who unsure, anybody who don't know, go ask Oscar Brego if the white man is the devil. He dead, you can't ask him. Go ask Tamir Rice if the white man is the devil. He dead, you can't ask him. Go ask Sandra Bland. Go ask Trayvon Martin. Go ask Michael Brown. They can't tell you because the devil who's the white man done murdered him. You got it? Go ahead. Revelation.
Pitchforks, nightsticks is what the weapon is. Rebel lives well and thriving for what oppression gives. They kill a nation worth of natives just a man to land. Then they give my brother 44 hand in hand. Pick a system, you gon' fall if you don't plan to stand. You ain't free with passports, but you don't understand. They said Lincoln freed the slaves in 1865, and civil rights was the wave in 1965. Then the narcotics in the cages up to 95, and years of slavery was just above 255. In North America, they shitted on my family tree and shut the doors on everything we was trying to be. We owe our time a hella debts for some kind of degree. I got a question that they never seem to answer. What's free?
It's free when you get buzzing and they act like they made.
You know, they try to scare me to not wear this hat. My own friends, but this hat, it gives me It gives me power away.
Free is when you wiretap of couches with the stay ball. All inside the VIP like mom and pop ain't raised you. Spilling liquor, shant, Dutch, guts all on the table.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the clean Isupk Brotherhood class. Tuesday Brotherhood class. Give it up. I'm gonna let y'all know who we got in class today, man. We got the mighty priest, you know what I'm saying? Kahunga Ball up in the building, you know what I'm saying? To my right, we got priest and officer Brock Yard, you know what I'm saying? I'm priest and officer Bonzai Young. We got the trooper in the building, man, Kyle Gazal, man. You know what I'm saying? Give it up to him, man. You know what I'm saying? So tonight is a brotherhood class tonight, man. And it's called Love Thy Neighbor. But you got to look at it, but who is your neighbor? You know, the Christian church tells us to love our neighbor, right? But they really mean they love the white man, right? The so-called white man. That's who they really mean. But in the ISBK, we teach you who's really your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So your neighbor is the brother, you know what I'm saying, the same struggle as you out here in the hood. They're trying to make it, you understand? That's your neighbor, man. That's your neighbor is the black, Hispanic, Native Americans, man. That's your neighbor. You got to think about it. Who was Moses speaking to, right, in the wilderness? Who was he speaking to? He wasn't speaking to, you know what I'm saying, Esau, the so-called white man. He wasn't speaking to the Hamites, the so-called Africans. He was speaking to Israelites. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And he said, love thy neighbor. And then it's so imperative that we love each other right now during these times, man. You know what I'm saying? To love each other, man, come back into the truth. Come back to the, come back to the law, statutes, commandments. You understand? All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit it off with this first scripture, man. The precept, man. It's Luke 17:20. You know? But yeah. Love thy neighbor, man. Love so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. That's your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You know why we are neighbors? Because we are Israel. You know what I'm saying? We are. Whoever got it. I'm ready.
Yeah, man, if I could, and it's so important. This is why God, it's sad because God had to tell us to love our neighbors. We don't just do it naturally. We don't love the black man or the Hispanic man or the Native man sitting or standing across from us, man. Right. And part of that is because of the captivity we've been in, but it's also stems from like selfishness and you want to promote yourself and get above another brother, man. Right. When really, man, you ought to love that brother next to you and care for him, things like that. God commanded it so. Mm-hmm. That's how you know. And Christ even said, "Hereby how ye know ye are my disciple, that ye love one another, man." Right. And that's how you know the Christian church doesn't follow God. Right. Because they don't love their neighbor, man. That's how you know. Right. That's how you know the Catholic Church doesn't love. That's how you know the state of Israel doesn't serve God, because they don't love one another. They have gay parades up and down Tel Aviv. Right. That the Bible calls that what do they call it? It calls it abusing yourself and the man or woman next to you, man. Right. That's a hatred for your community. And God commands it so that we love one another, man. Love your neighbors. Right. Salakia.
No, before you go here, Priest Salakia, you know what I'm saying? It's so heavy you saying, man, because like the Christian church tell you to love your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Really, they talking about love the white man, basically, the people who go against them. You know what I'm saying? Love them, don't do anything. I know 400 years they put you in bondage, but love them, love your neighbor. That's you know what I'm saying? But also, like you said, like in church, like the brother, it could be a brother, the drummer, sound asleep with the next brother real. You know what I'm saying? Be best friends. Talk to him, you know what I'm saying? While the service going on, man. And you got something to say?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, chatting it up with him on Sunday during the Sunday service, Monday night, he taking his wife somewhere out to eat. And who knows where else afterwards. Good night, man. That's hating your neighbor.
Right. Go ahead, Bruce.
That's a lot. I think it's important, that we all understand, the definition of what love is. You know what I'm saying? Right. The scripture said, if you love me, you keep my commandments. Right. Damn right. So being a brother, is holding, that brother or that sister accountable, for keeping, those laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying? Right. As well as, being responsible for yourself, upholding and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Damn right. So when we say, love one another, you know, it's important. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That, again, you know that we hold each other more accountable.
Right.
You know, because what's important is these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You can have that mushy feeling. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. You know, with having, you know what I'm saying? You know, compassion or feelings, you know, for someone, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But none of that matters, you know what I'm saying, if we're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Damn right. Damn right. That's exactly right, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got something to say?
Nah, and that just to piggyback off of Officer Kahan, and that's what love really is, man. Following the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, and actually putting action towards whatever. Like I could say I love you all day up and down the street, and like they do in the Christian church, they say they love one another with that agape love or whatever they love to promote. But really they promoting all sorts of homosexuality. They cheating on each other and backbiting and hating each other and never really caring for one another and promoting each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Helping each other.
And it's so heavy you saying, man, because like. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fire on the Christian church real quick, man, because there's no brotherhood in that church, man.
Right.
Because, you know, most of them brothers smoke cigarettes, man, and all of them eat pork. They could have gougers to eating pork chops, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling them, hey, we're not supposed to be eating that, man. They're not telling them that. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because most of them don't know it. Two of them, some do know it, but still do it. You know what I'm saying? There's no brotherhood in there. You know what I mean? Brotherhood is by correction. Love is by correction, man. You correct that brother, he messing up, man. Correct that sister messing up. They don't do that in the church, man. Like the priest said, they not hold accountable. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's holding them accountable for what they doing. So it's free game. It's free game to sin up in that church, man.
Damn,
no
man.
brotherhood in that Christian church, man. And it start with them greasy pastors, man. Because they supposed to be the leader, man. They supposed to be the shepherds of the flock. But what they doing, they leaving their flock to the wolves, man, to destruction.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody else something to say? I can start the precept.
Real quick,
ahead.
to piggyback off of you, Officer Bun. Like that's so heavy because in the Christian church, they you know somebody hates me if they tell me to go get cancer. Right, if you see me in the parking lot of the church smoking cigarettes and you don't say nothing, I can see I see that you don't care about my lungs or that I might get cancer later on in life. If you see, same thing with eating pork and this and that. If you see me doing all these sinful things and these evil things against my body and against the Lord, and you don't say nothing about it, I can tell that you don't love me, man. And that is rampant in every fabric of society except right here in the Isupk.
That's right.
Where we will give you righteous correction. We'll tell you what's right and what's wrong and what you're doing in your life and how to correct it, man. Right. And how to be strong. In your own family, you can see that you got a cousin who moving all sorts of drugs in and out of his house or another person's house, and don't nobody in his family say nothing.
Right.
But everybody gonna try to post bail when he get locked up, and they know what he doing.
Right.
They don't love that brother or sister because they letting him destroy the lives of the people in his community as well as destroy his own life for when the white man eventually catch up to him.
Right.
And that's not love. That's hatred. That's hatred for your own people. And then you want to go and cry the next time an Asian person gets tackled in a Walmart. How about you focus on your own people, man? Love your own people. Love your own neighbor, man.
That's right.
Slack your priest.
Nah, man, what you saying so heavy, man. That's what we gonna get into, man. You know what I'm saying? Love your own neighbor, man. And you know what I'm saying? What that consists of, man. Like, tell your people what they doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because we are in hell right now, man. We are in hell. So we, obviously, like, before we came to truth, we didn't know that eating pork chop was wrong. We heard it was bad, but we didn't know it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the ISBK, we here because we love our people. We let our people know that doing these things against the law, against you transgress against God, man. You're going against the law, man. And we let you know that, man. So we're going to head off with that first precept, man. Luke 17 and 20.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was demanded of the Pharisees,
right,
when the kingdom of God should come,
mm-hmm,
he answered them and said,
mm-hmm,
the kingdom of God cometh not with observation.
Right. So the kingdom of God does not come with observations, man. Meaning that you can say that you love the Lord, you can say that the Lord is with me, but you're not doing the work. You know what I'm saying? You're just saying it. You know what I'm saying? You're just saying nonsense. Like faith without work is dead, right? So without what it says, come not with observation. That means you gotta put your you gotta put your foot on the ground and do this work of the Most High, man.
That's right.
And by doing the work of the Most High, man, one of the things is to do brotherhood, man. And when we go out there every Friday, Saturday to wake our people up, that's showing brotherhood. Like we've been saying all night. Letting people know what's their transgress, how they transgress against the law. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of God coming not with observation, man. That's going, and for you Christians out there, man, y'all need to learn the scripture, man. What are you doing? What are you doing for the kingdom, man? What are you doing for the kingdom of God? Singing, eating pork chops, smoking cigarettes? No, man. You gotta put this work on the ground, man. And one thing, you gotta show brotherhood. Brotherhood to build the kingdom of God, man. You know what I'm saying? To wake our people up. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got something to say on that in front of it?
One of the big things about it is, when it comes to, the Christian church, their moral compass, for what's right and wrong is they goddamn selves,
Right.
Their moral compass for what's right and wrong is this wicked society that we live in, you know what I'm saying? If this wicked society says homosexual, is fine, we have to accept it. The Christian church said homosexuality is fine. We have to accept it.
Right.
This society says smoking weed is okay. Now we're legalizing weed, and now everyone is like, okay, well, smoking weed is fine.
Right.
Well, in Isupk, our moral compass, what I'm saying, is this Bible.
Right.
You understand?
That's right.
And like the scriptures say, as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The scriptures say, we ought to obey God rather than men. You
Right.
understand? So, like I said, their moral compass is themselves and their society. When they need to come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, this Bible,
right.
You know what I'm saying, for a moral compass to understand what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's so heavy what the preacher saying, man, because our people don't know what's right and wrong. And our people don't know who are our enemies as well. You know what I'm saying? They think the so-called white men, so-called African, so-called East Indian are people, are neighbors. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. That's not the case, man. It's like it. You know what I'm saying? Our people so destroyed, don't know who our people are, that we'll rub the hair of a white lady that killed your brother, man, or who the
Botham John.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know the white woman name. Amber
Geigers.
Yeah.
With the water, man. And that's so crazy. That's so crazy, man, because we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we walk around. See, the thing is, how to keep a nation down is division, man. Division is the one thing you can do to separate the people. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, and how do they keep us divided and docile? Is religion.
Right.
It's the generous program they push against our people about homosexuality, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I could.
Go ahead, priest.
That black judge who convicted Amber Geiger of that murderer, who convicted that murderer of my brother's killer. That judge got down off of her seat and gave that white woman a Bible because of religion. Man. I bet you $1,000 she has never done that for a brother.
Right.
She has never done that for a sister. Mm-hmm. But she wept on that day because of religion and because of Christianity telling you that you should love your white neighbor, which isn't a thing.
Right.
White people are not your neighbors. If you just look in your ghetto neighborhood, you ain't gonna see no Jacob, no Blakes on the corner. You know, with you, man.
Yeah, right.
And that just goes to show, like, religion has destroyed my people so much that they are crying over a murderer. A man has died.
Mm-hmm.
A black man has been murdered in his own home by a irresponsible, idiotic white woman who can't tell what floor she's on, apparently, and shoots first and asks questions later. And they're crying over this white woman having to do 10 years. She's not going to do it. Right. She's already in the appellate courts. She's already making an appeal. But they won't cry for Botham John.
Right.
And that's how wicked religion and Christianity has made my people. How foolish we've become, man.
Right.
Salakia, priest.
No sweat, man. The priest bring out so heavy, man. Because the thing is, like the priest saying, like Christianity taught us to forgive our enemies, man. And you think about it, let's think about it, man. Like, we all was brought here for the white man work, right? For the so-called white man work, right? You know what I'm saying? Our people think we are so free. If you think about it in history, you know what I'm saying, how a nation took over a different nation, right? And they lived under them, subjects. We in the same thing, man. And when I'm saying, our people think we just all one nation under God, you know what I'm saying? But that's not it. We are still subjects over the so-called white man. And we have to realize that. And we see that every day, man, by our people dying. But like the priest said, Christianity failed our people, man. They got our people docile. We don't know which way to go. We look for any type of answers. And that's why Christianity, to me, is, like I said before, it is a gateway drug, man. Because when people follow Christianity, they start going to be a Muslim. They start being, what's that, Hindu? You know what I'm saying? Right, that Indian, Buddhist, Chinese,
no, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hindi or whatever. Yeah.
Well, all that heathen customs, man.
Yeah.
Hinduism, the water. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To further our people away from the Most High, to God, the law, statutes, commandments, man. And that's why it's so important that we're here to bring our people back into the fold, man. To show brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood goes a long way. It goes a long way, and it helps to bring this kingdom to come, man. We can't bring the kingdom without brotherhood. We can't bring the kingdom without division, man. With division, Shalaki.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I could.
Oh, go ahead, preach.
And because of how brothers and sisters believe the God of the Bible is preached in Christian churches and in Catholic churches, because brothers and sisters see that, and they see their lifestyle, the hell that they were raised up in, and how nobody loves them.
Right.
Nobody loves them when they're their neighbor. White people don't love them back. They choose to hate the God written of in the Bible, because these Christian preachers and Catholic pedophile priests lie on the Bible, man.
Right.
They lie on the Bible, and brothers and sisters turn their back away from their true culture and their true heritage because of the lies of the devil the Bible speaks of. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we came to do away with them laws, man, and show you what real brotherhood is. Show you what the Bible was really saying, showing you that you're not supposed to love your murderer. You're not supposed to love the man who pours drugs into your neighborhood. You're not supposed to love the man who hates you and kills you and hunts you at every step.
Right.
Who locks your children up on borders. Who aborts your babies. You're not supposed to love this wicked man.
Right.
You're supposed to love each other. You're supposed to care for each other, man. Cry for each other. Pet the hair of a widowed sister who going through it, man.
Right.
Your people need help, man. Your people need mourning. Your people are in distress. Amber Geiger and all these white men and women out here, they don't need help.
Right.
They got lawyer money. That's what they say. I got lawyer money.
Right.
Your tears aren't doing anything for them. That's why that white devil who killed George Floyd, he was not sweating. Even when he was getting convicted, he was like, hey, I know I'm going to get out.
Right.
Because he knows that this system, this wicked system, is built for him, man.
Right.
It's not built against him like it is against you. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to wise up.
Damn right.
Need to wise up to what the Bible was really saying and what reality really is.
Right.
You're loving people who don't need it, and you're hating your own people. That doesn't make sense.
Damn right.
Go ahead, preach. You're hating, and you're going against what the God of the Bible is really teaching you.
Right.
What He really wants to show you, man. To come and build up your nation.
Right.
To come and gather again unto Him, man, and be a holy priesthood, kingdom and a priesthood under Him, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of being out here leery and delirious on every drug under the sun, some sort of homosexual, hating your people and making excuses for every Asian, white, East Indian, and Muslim under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Slack you, priest. You got something?
Yeah, real quick, I was gonna say, just the foundation of our nation is brotherhood.
Yeah.
Let's just put in a perspective of, say a football team, right?
Right.
You can't have half the football team playing for, you know what I'm saying, one team, and then half the other team, you know what I'm saying, playing for other team.
Damn
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because they're not working together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's for the nation of Israel, we have to come together and start working as a team so we can win as a nation.
Damn
Because, you know, like the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, a nation divided, you know what I'm saying, you know, cannot stand.
Damn right.
So that's why, you know, like I say, it's important for us to just kind of put it in that, you know, perspective of, you know, coming together as a team so we can win. Because as long as we're playing against one another, you know what I'm saying, we're never going to win as a nation.
Damn right,
Damn
man.
right. That's heavy.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
exactly right.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like if I could just in front and chime in with the people saying, you know what I'm saying? I like the analogy the priest used, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, we can't go against each other like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep falling. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can think about it like Israel, we are meant to show brotherhood. We are meant to stay together. We're not meant for division, man. And you see how many years, you know what I'm saying, we try to be divided in different religions and different groups. It doesn't work. The only thing that works for us is to be together, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a pride alliance, man. You know what I'm saying? We are mighty people when we together, man. But we alone, we are weak, man. We'll fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? That's just how Israel is. You got a precept?
Come.
The scripture, I'm sorry, slide.
Romans 2 and 13?
Yeah.
Let me start at 12 or live?
Yeah, start at 12. You can start at 12.
Come. The book of Romans, chapter 2, verse 12. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law.
Mm-hmm.
And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you sin, so he says, as many have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. You know what I'm saying? You know the law, but you will hold accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Okay. 14. 13, sorry.
Verse 13. For not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
Right. So you saying you hear the law, but you're not acting on the law, you're not justified, man. You gotta do it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the brotherhood, man. You can't say you all about brotherhood and don't do the brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's justified by the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? In the ISBK, we do brotherhood, man. And out here in the world, these brothers say they love you, but they don't love you, man. You know what I'm saying? When you really need your brothers, man, they say, oh, man, my bad, man. I got something popped up, man. You know, man, you know, my woman they always use that, man. My you know what I'm saying, my old lady, man, she tripping, man. I can't make it over. You got a flat tire in the road, man. That's how, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the ISBK, you call a brother, man, hey, I'm coming, man. No sweat. If that brother can't make it, he'll get another brother to make it for you. You know what I'm saying? That's doing the law. And the most thing was saying that the second law is to love thy neighbor like as yourself, man. You love your brothers, man. That's love. It's action. You know what I'm saying? Doing the law, keeping the law is action, man. Not smoking cigarettes, that means you love your brother. Not eating a pork chop, that means you love your brother. Not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster means you love your brother, man.
That's right.
You know why? Because you keeping that law, man. That's how you love your brothers.
Damn right.
Not by saying I love you and that's it, man. Not by saying I love you, you let that brother smoke that cigarette, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Slack if I could real quick. What you're saying is so heavy because it's brothers and sisters out there to tell you, you know, I'll die for you while lighting up a square, while killing themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll die for a square
Damn right.
too.
Yeah, Damn right.
Good name.
Damn. That's so heavy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we gonna keep on going on these Christian churches tonight, man. I guess that's the thing tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? Because they let our people astray, man. They got our people doing some whack off stuff, man. Saying what you said,
They'll tell you that they'll die for you while they're killing themselves with drugs and alcohol and cigarettes, you know what I'm saying?
Good night. How can you die for that man? You don't love yourself, man. The scripture says you love yourself, you love the neighbor like you love yourself. Paraphrasing. How can you die for somebody you don't love you, man? You want to smoke, you smoking cigarettes. You popping mollies and cocaine and doing all witchcraft. I don't know. And you say you love that brother? You're a damn lie. Salaki. You're a lie. And the Lord don't, man, look, we say lukewarm, you know what I'm saying? He'll spit you out. Nah, man. You can't say you love a brother and you killing your own self. You got something to say, priest?
I do.
I see you itching for it.
Yeah, no, I'm listening to every word you're saying. Because this priest is on fire right now. What did that precept just say, You just read it. Something about do.
For not the hearers of the law are just before God.
So if you just hear the word, you're not justified. Mm-hmm. You're not holy now. It doesn't, just because I tell you don't smoke cigarettes, you out there smoking your square, you're like, damn, this priest just told me to stop smoking cigarettes.
Right.
And it's a sin against the Lord. Mm-hmm. I'm justified now. The Bible just said you're not justified. Right. You're not out the way. You just keep reading that.
But the doers of the law shall be justified.
You need to do it. Yeah, right. You need to stop smoking weed. You need to stop being a homosexual.
Right.
You need to stop eating pork, eating crab, eating shrimp, eating lobster. You need to stop loving your oppressor and start loving your people, man.
Right.
I seen something today. This Gadite sister was on the Breakfast Club show. Gadite is like a North American Indian. Right. And she's talking about this and that. And if you don't, she's talking a lot of good brotherhood, like how blacks and browns and reds need to get back together. And I know my Native American brothers do not like the term red, but I'm just saying it because she said it. She said blacks, browns, and reds need to get back together, man, get together and, build up each other and this and that, and how our oppressions are not separate. It's being divided separately by this and by that. And I'm like, damn, where did she get this information? So I listened to it. And she's a Muslim under Louis what's her name? Farrakhan? Louis Farrakhan. Now, Farrakhan is a cat who will tell you to do something and does not do it himself. I don't know. No, I don't know how many. Has anybody ever heard about Louis Farrakhan feeding the poor? Does anybody know about that?
I never heard about no Louis.
I've never heard that either. Does anybody know about, I don't know, Louis Farrakhan going to sick, homeless, drug addicts and things like that and helping them? Right. I do know Louis Farrakhan for being in a gilded mansion with all of his family and his extended family, living the most lavish life possible. I have heard of that. And the thing is, man, you're not justified because Louis Farrakhan tells you that you're black and you're brown and you're red and you need to get together. And now you go out and you try to do the footwork without no direction. Right. Because Louis Farrakhan, this probable murderer, he doesn't do the things that he says, man. Right. He tells you some of the things that are in the Bible and some of the things that are in the Quran, whatever the hell that thing is. That's firewood, really. That has nothing to do with so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Right. He tells you the things out of there to make you feel good and galvanize you to actually work for and love your people. But he puts a hint of poison in your cup that makes you come back every time because you're never filled. Right. You're never full. Like what Christ said, your belly will overflow with living water when you drink from his cup, man. That's right. When you listen to his word and you follow the men that he established on the earth, you could go out and get some work done. But if you're drinking from the Louis Farrakhan's cup, man, you're gonna always go back and pay him and feed and pay his electric bill, and pay to get him a new Bentley or a new Rolls Royce, and get him a new security detail, and your ghetto is still gonna be destroyed. Right. Your reservation is still gonna be in the gutter, in the barrio as well, man, and your children are still gonna be locked up on the border because you're following somebody who doesn't follow Christ. Right. You're hearing what you should do, but you're not doing it. Right. Look, Louis Farrakhan and the Muslims, they learned from the Isupk under commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
And the seven heads back in the gap. And those cats, they took the truth and they twisted it and they spun it to their own agenda so they would have men fall and lead and fall under them, man. And that's not brotherhood. That's not loving your neighbor, man. Louis Farrakhan, he just wants money. Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta And if you genuinely care about yourself, your people, your God, and your culture, man, you better come back to the Bible. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you better come back to the Bible, study under these priests in the Isupk, man, and follow what the Lord said to do.
Right.
Follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Love your brother as yourself, man. That's what Christ said.
Damn right.
You know, that's what the Bible says, man. Do it. Salaki, priest. You got something?
Oh, Khan. I was gonna say your Christian pastor is a damn hypocrite because he'll tell you to follow the Lord, to serve the Lord, but then turn around and teach you how to sin, you know what I'm saying? By eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you know what I'm saying? By condoning homosexuality.
Right.
Louis Farrakhan is a goddamn hypocrite and a Christian just like
Goddamn right. Goddamn
Why?
right.
Because he'll tell you that the blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the true Jews of the Bible, but then turn around and teach you how to serve another God, you know what I'm saying, under Islam. Louis Farrakhan is a damn Christian. The Christian pastor is a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, Christian, and they're all one and the same because they're nothing but hypocrites.
Damn right. Damn right.
And if I could chime in with the priest saying so heavy, you know what I'm saying? What Christ said about them, man, they'll be least in the kingdom, man. You know why? Right. Because they stinky scums, man.
Goddamn
you know what I'm saying? Trying to benefit their own selves by leaving our people in destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why we in hell right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Because these leaders they're supposed to be leaders, teaching us how to sin, like the priest said, man. Teaching us how to live in this hell.
Right.
Not letting us escape this hell, not following law, statutes, commandments, man, and not showing brotherhood.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
Good night. Just like that, what's his name? Umar Johnson?
Yeah, that
He
kid.
one of them too. Yeah, Good night, man.
He just like him.
Good night.
But instead of
go ahead, speak.
Umar Johnson is just like Louis Farrakhan, your Christian pastor, your Christian preacher, your Catholic priest, that pedophile. He just like all of them. He tell you sweet things and smooth things, and steal all your goddamn money up and go to the club and go buy something. Go buy him a Rolls Royce. Go buy him and his wife and his family a nice house and leave you in the ghetto, man. Without.
Good night.
And he just sound nice, and you follow him because he speaks so well and he has so much confidence, man. But he has no substance.
Right.
The Bible says ye shall know them by their fruit, man.
Right.
Their fruit are wicked, disgusting, rotten eggs, man. They stink. Just look at the track records. That's all I ever ask people to do.
Exactly.
That's all I ever ask people to do, man. Look at their track record, what they were, and you'll see what they're going to be. You'll see about if they said the same thing 10 years ago and then did this, and then they're saying the same thing now. Expect them to do that again,
right? Until
you see different, man. And that's what my people won't come off of. You don't want to swallow swallow the truth, man.
Right.
The truth is you're living a lie. What you're doing is you're loving people who hate you.
Right.
You're following after men who steal your money. I don't know how this is hard to grasp. Look, in the world, I was like, look, man, you want a little 10%, whatever. All right. Then I keep coming back and forth. This nigga only reading goddamn 4 books out of the Bible.
Right.
I think there's 66 books in the Bible without the Apocrypha. Mm-hmm. And this nigga reading, I've been here for years. This nigga reading the same 5-6 books out of the Bible. I'm like, why I got this big ass book and we ain't gone through it yet?
Right.
In school, I go through the whole goddamn textbook. I go through how many classes in middle school? In school, so you got a math textbook, you got an English textbook. All of these hoes like 500 pages. Yep. You got a science textbook. You got language arts, art, all that. I go through all these textbooks in school in less than a year. I'm in your church and we're reading the same 4 or 5 books. These cats you need to learn that you're under a spell. And if you're not in the Christian church, well, then you're just not as Christian as those people in that church.
Right.
You're still under you're still under that spell, man.
Right.
You still love white people and love Asians, and you're gonna combat every ill will that comes against them on Twitter.
Right.
But your people you will leave in the dust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your own mother, your own brothers, you'll leave in the gaps. So
right. Now, if I could, you're saying so heavy, priest, man, like them loving they say like people, no, black people. They saying they don't love the white man. But if you celebrate their holidays, you love the white man. You know what I'm saying? Love is an action. You celebrate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? What's another then you got the Arab holidays. I don't know their holidays, but I know you got a holiday. Ramadan.
Ramadan. These are Obamadan. Yeah, that's about right. That sounds about right to me.
She like him. You know what I'm saying? you love that nation, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you say you're not a Christian, I don't believe in religion, you celebrate a birthday, you celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, you are a Christian. That's why we call everybody a Christian that's not in the Isupk, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. How America was found was on Christianity. You know what I'm saying? The push of the so-called white man and their religion. We should call them mercenaries, man. They came here, you know what I'm saying, to convert our people into religion, to their Christianity religion, man. And that Christianity religion is also bloodshed too, man. Why would you find religion that kill your people? That put your people in bondage? That rape and murder and rob your people? Why would you want to follow that religion, man? They cause our people to be separated. Right. Light skin against dark skin. Indians against Negroes. All along, we all the same nation. We was all brothers, man. We still brothers. On a Commander Junior Honda, man. You understand? So, like, Priest, go ahead.
No, I was going to touch on what you said. You're absolutely right, Priest, because when you ask these Christians, you know, like, to my knowledge, Christian means Christ-like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when you ask these Christians, well, how do you celebrate these holidays that are nowhere in the Bible?
Right.
Christ celebrated none of these birthdays,
right.
Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, none of these things. But the holy days that are in the Bible, you've been in that Christian church for 30 plus years and you ain't celebrated no goddamn holy day a day in your life.
Damn.
But you call yourself Christ-like.
Good night.
That's why I say, you know, like,
good night, man.
Like you've been bringing out, you know, these Christians are just big hypocrites, you know
Damn
what I'm saying?
right.
They enjoy the show, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
they
right.
like the feeling of feeling good.
Right.
They like that motivational speech every Sunday.
Right.
You understand? Because if they had to follow these law, statutes, and commandments, they couldn't make it. You
right,
understand?
right.
And that's why, you know, like I say, it's just heavy what you're bringing out, because to be Christ-like and to follow Christ, you have to do what Christ did. You have to do what Christ said. And Christianity teaches the opposite of that. So
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? You got something to say, Priest?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? That Priest saying so heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, to be Christ-like, you got to be put in the furnace, man. Christianity, you don't get put in the furnace. You just sit there and enjoy the show like the Priest said. You enjoying that good feeling, that smooth talk, make you feel good, inspirational speech. But when you follow Christ, man, you won't be put to test, man. Your rib gonna leave you. You know what I'm saying? Or she don't leave, she gonna give you problems. She gonna push you through hell. You know what I'm saying? Kids gonna turn on you. You know what I'm saying?
Family, everybody gonna hate you, man. But if you was a drug dealer moving weight, they be like, "Hey, baby,
right?
How you doing? You want some pork chops?"
Right.
Look, let me tell you, man. You want some pork chops? Look, man, and that's how you know. I think this priest is pulling it right now, and that's how you know who serves God.
Goddamn right.
And that's how you know who's in the world, as the Bible puts it, man.
Right.
You know, they're of the world, man. And if you were of the world would love you, man.
Damn right.
But because we're not of the world hates us, just like it hated Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every day, every turn, every time, man. You know what is? Look, man. Imagine living your whole life and every turn, every chance a cat gets, a group of cats, like organizations, are built up to try to take you down and make people hate you like they hate you.
Right.
Everywhere you go, they just trying to slight your every word and make you hate it, man. That's what Christ lived with. That's what Christ lived with, and that's what the ISUPK lives with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But that's how you know who the Lord is with and who follows the Lord. Everybody getting pats on the back. Even Louis Farrakhan, I think the president recognized him. Everybody getting pats on the back from the government. Hey, man, you're doing a good job. Every Christian, those two black sisters who was kissing up to Donald Trump.
Good night.
You know they don't serve the Lord.
Right.
Because if she was of Christ, then the world would hate her.
Right.
Though Donald Trump would hate her.
Right.
They hate them, Salakia. Yeah, go ahead, priest. Go ahead.
Priest brought it out.
book of John, chapter 15, verse 19. If you were of the world would love his own.
So Salaki, the Christian church, don't nobody hate the Christian church.
Right.
Everybody loves a Christian. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody loves a Christian.
Damn right.
Nobody is hating on no Christians. Read.
But because ye are not of the world.
Because the ISUPK actually does what these scriptures say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And takes themselves out of the world.
Right.
And actually follows the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
But I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore the world hateth you.
Because you in this ISUPK and you actually serve the Lord. You understand? You actually keep these law, statutes, and commandments. You go against what society says.
Right.
You go against what the Christian church says.
Right.
And what?
Therefore the world hateth you.
The world hates you. That's why the ISUPK is called a hate group.
Right.
Southern Poverty Law Center.
Right.
Slovakia. Why? Because we're not in the world.
Right.
You understand? Because we have separated ourselves from the world.
That's right.
That's why the world hates us. And that's when you know that you're serving this, you know what I'm saying, serving the one true God of the Bible, the living God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Damn right.
Right.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right. Nice. That's right.
And that's 1,000, man. Also, shoot,
go ahead.
And that's how you know. That's how you know who you're loving is the right person. Because we don't hate nobody. We just don't care about anybody. But
That's right.
But blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
We don't care about anybody else. That's all. That's the whole picture. And
Right.
because of that, we are hated.
Yeah,
And that's how you know who loves you, man.
Right.
Who loves you by who hates them, man.
Right.
I don't know anybody who hates a Christian. I don't know anybody who hates a Christian. I don't know anybody who hates a Catholic or a Muslim,
Right.
or a Protestant or an atheist or even a Satanist.
Right.
I don't know anybody who hates them. And they all really the same thing, same damn thing.
Right.
Because they all doing the same damn thing. They all doing whatever the hell they want to do.
Right.
Except for in here. Salaki.
And Salaki, if you got something negative to say about the Christian church, if you got something negative to say about the Muslim mosque or Islam, if you got something negative to say about, Catholics, they call it hate speech. You know
right.
What I'm saying? Like you can be, held accountable, by the law,
right.
You know what I'm saying, for hate speech.
Right.
But when it comes to this ISUPK and actually teaching the Bible correctly and actually teaching these laws, statutes, and commandments,
right.
You understand? And no one hates, you know what I'm saying? No one talks
right.
about, us being hated now.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Nobody talks about us, you know what I'm saying, being talked about and dealt with negatively.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm right,
yeah, right.
Man.
It's not hate speech to talk against. We're just expressing our religious rights. Right. You know what I'm saying? But somehow we're a hate group, man. And anybody who comes up against us and says, we hateful and we doing this and doing that, they're not demonized like it would be to come up against a Christian or anybody else expressing their religious rights. There are people who oh my goodness, man. There are people who worship statues with blood dripped all over them and things like that. Menstrual blood, statues that they believe leak menstrual blood.
Right.
Look, if I said that was the dumbest religion I ever heard of, I would be in the wrong, supposedly by social standings.
Nice.
But all my family saying, look, this brother he in a hate group. Now apparently that's not breaking my rights. We gonna see y'all in court, SPL, SPLC. We'll see you in court.
Damn right.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
I'm right.
So the ISBK, like we become labeled a hate group by the Southern, Poverty Law Center.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're called, a hate group by everybody out on the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we come and tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? Now we've become an enemy, you know what I'm saying, to everybody because we tell them the truth.
Right.
Well, Most High in Christ, you know what I'm saying?
Damn
Because
right.
now we know that we're doing the work of the
That's
Lord.
right.
We know that we're doing what we're supposed to do, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Because
right.
these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, before say the scriptures, were written before time,
Damn right,
for our learning, you
Damn
understand?
right.
So, these scriptures already told us what was going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn
so
right.
now that we're bringing this truth out, we understand why we're hated.
Right.
We understand why we're listed as a, hate group. You know
Damn
what I'm saying?
right.
We understand all of that. And it's no sweat, you know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, you know what I'm saying? Because we understand that we're doing this work. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why we're hated. That's why we become an enemy to you, because we tell you the truth.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? And if I could chime on what the priest was saying right now, you know what I'm saying? We would rather be, the Most High in Christ, you said we're a hate group. You know what I'm saying? We would rather call it a hate group for the love of our people. You know what I'm saying? We want to show our people the most love that we can, because in all our life in this hell, we will never show love. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about oppressor, man. When you don't include them, they cause a hate group. You know what I'm saying? Why can we not? Why we can't worry about our people for once, man?
Right.
Our people, the one in the slums, in the ghetto, and the reserve, man, getting drunk out their mind, getting high out their mind.
Right.
Why we can't? You're not doing it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? You sitting up in your high office, in your high hotel, drinking your best bourbon. You know what I'm saying? You ain't worrying about our people.
Right.
So don't worry about what we doing to save our people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High gave us, we anointed to wake our people up. So stay out the way, man. Because this is not about you. This is a family affair. You know what I'm saying? Well, Most High in Christ, like the priest said. You know what I'm saying? Hate us. We don't care. We still gonna do the Lord's work, man.
Goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? But so like, anybody got something to say before I go to the next one?
Just real quick,
Go ahead, priest.
they have to hate us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They have to, try to stop what we're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because us teaching our people to come together, you know what I'm saying, is our rise, you know
Damn
what I'm saying?
right.
Our rise means their fall. You know
Damn
what I'm saying?
right.
So, they gotta try to, fight to the end, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
To no avail.
Right.
Right.
No sweat, you know what I'm saying? Well, like any other nation, they don't want to lose their power.
Nobody
You know what I'm
wanna lose
saying?
their seat.
They want to see, you know what I'm saying? But look, the day is coming.
Right.
That they will be as stumble, Esau, so-called white man.
Goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? We will rise.
Thank
Israel
God
will
for
rise, man. Kwame Yasharala, man.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala, man. You know what I'm saying? We will rise, man. You know what I'm saying? But we can go to the next. You got go ahead.
Just real quick, and not only is Esau gonna fall, but anybody who following their own doctrine and doing their own thing,
damn right,
trying to look for clout instead of trying to bring their people together,
right,
bring our people out of this hell, they gonna fall too.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? If I could, it's a precept saying, although join hand in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. You go joining hand in hand, you do the same accomplish as the white man by destroying our people, you will be punished just like they will be punished. You know what I'm saying? You want to sell that dope to our people. You know what I'm saying? You want to pimp out your sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to spread these lies of religion, man. You will have the same judgment. You will not be saved. You had the same judgment as the so-called Esau, so-called white man Shalaki. You know what I'm saying? You had the same judgment as the so-called East Indians. Same judgment as the Asians, man.
Right.
You will not escape the punishment for what you're doing to the Lord's people. Go ahead, priest.
Yeah, damn right. If you want to act like them, you could follow suit with it. Like, you're going to get their
Damn
rewards in the end of the day. Like in the beginning, man. You want to cover yourself with their leaves? You want to be on their side of town when the Lord comes back? Shit. Like a black woman kicking a nigga out. Stay over there then.
Good night.
Go on over there. Stay over there. It's like it,
Like Captain Yachazab always say, the Lord wants to destroy your enemies.
Right.
Damn right.
But he can't, because you right there with him. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
And he's trying to give you a chance. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? He's trying to give you an opportunity to separate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as long as you join with them, you hold up the Lord's, brothers. You know what I'm
Goddamn
saying?
right.
The Lord wants to take your enemy out.
He trying to slide.
Man.
I'm right. You talking about like the drive-by, the Lord trying to do a drive-by, you in the house with the
trying to do a drive-by, and you right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Trying to jump in front of the goddamn bullet, you know what I'm saying? The person he trying to slide on.
Right.
Good night.
Oh, sweet. Oh, shit. So like, can we get Matthew 25 and 40?
Come. Book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 40. Mm-hmm. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren,
right,
ye have done it unto me.
Right. So you so-called pastors, man. You so-called religious leaders, man. You leading our people to destruction, man. You doing the same to his brother. You doing the same thing to Christ, man, our King, man. You understand? Esau, you killing our people. You putting your shooting our people. Talking about you mistaken as a taser. You know what I'm saying? A gun. Come on now. We all know the difference between a gun and a taser. You know what I'm saying? You doing the same thing as Christ, man. You would pay for what you done to the Lord's people, man. To Israel, right, man. To Christ's brothers, man. You know how heavy it is. You said Christ said. Read it again, Shalak, y'all. Read it again.
Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren,
right,
ye have done it unto me.
Right. Sandra, what's up? Let's name the names out of the people that been killing our people recently, man. Yeah. What's that? Sandra Bland,
Philando Castile, Botham John, George Floyd. We got two new recent just brothers on brothers, man.
Right.
Like Trayvon Martin. All them brothers, man. Every brother, man.
Right.
There is no the least of them. Right. You did it unto Christ, man. It's like
damn right. You know.
All of them. Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's horrible, man. You know what I mean? But look, you doing that to Christ. Don't worry. When he come down for the judgment, Esau, be very worried. No, I'm saying don't worry. Esau, you be worried, man. Because he is coming not to bring peace, but a sword, man. Go ahead, huh?
So, Salakia, what's so heavy about that is each one of those names that we just listed off, one of our brothers or sisters attempted to justify them being murdered. Like Trayvon Martin, you know, why didn't he just obey and stop for the white man?
Yeah.
Or, you know, recently, Makai Bryant, she was being jumped in front of her home. She had called the police for help and ended up getting murdered.
Damn.
Or, you know, George Floyd, you know, he was murdered slowly, like, good night, for 9 minutes being suffocated.
Damn.
Who was the one brother they just shot in the car?
Yeah, with that, I forgot his name.
Yeah, man. It was like a headshot.
Man,
I don't know. It's like
she talking about she tried to pull the
taser. Right.
Oh, that brother. Yeah.
Right.
And that brother Salakia, like I can't remember his name, but like he saw the lights behind him and then he pulled into a gas station that was well lit.
Right.
In fear of his life.
Right.
And that's what really aggravated the officers. But you know, we got brothers and sisters like, why didn't you just stop? Why didn't you just obey? You saw them lights. You knew what to do.
Right.
Like all of that, this and that. But like. Just like the scriptures say, like as you justify the murders of your brothers, you know, you might as well be justifying the murder of Christ.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, preach. Damn right.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps,
right,
that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Damn.
Right. Hey, calculate. Can you see me one more time?
Just like, we was talking about, these scriptures, were written, for us to really pay attention to. And everything that's going on, today, we can find in these scriptures. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Just like we're talking about all these brothers and sisters being killed over these last few years. The perfect precept, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The scriptures just said they hunt our steps.
Right.
We can't even go in our streets, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Our days are fulfilled, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Our end is near, you understand?
Right.
Yeah, that's so
You know, mothers now,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they got to worry about, you know, sending their sons, you know what I'm saying? When their sons walk out the door, now they got to worry about if their son's going to make it back home.
Right.
Now we have to teach our children, you know what I'm saying, how to deal with the police. The ones that are supposed to serve and protect us.
Right.
Now we have to teach our children what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say.
Right.
So they can have a little, just a little, you know what I'm saying, bit of hope that their son or their daughter is going to make it home. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man.
That just lets you know the world, you know, that we living in. Like, if you don't recognize this is hell, if you black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you don't recognize that this is hell, hey, I don't know what time it is with you. Right. I don't know what planet you living on. You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
Damn
Real
right.
Talk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Just like that priest said, man, y'all are living on another planet. Because back in the 20s and even before then, before you left the house or the shack, and your black mother or your black father would tell you, be careful. If you get stopped by this person, talk to them like this. Do this. Don't do that. Right. It's 2021, and you're a black man or a black woman still giving that talk to your children. Right. Because you're in fear that their life is going to be taken, man. Right. And you think in your puny brain that something's different. You think that now that civil rights and Martin Luther King happened, that now things are way different than back then. Right. You're still giving the same speech that your great grandmother gave to your great grandmother, man. Right. And you fool yourself because of all this brainwashing and the Christian church and liberal and political media into thinking that what did that goddamn black politician say? America is not a racist country. That's what you think. That's what you think. And that's really what you think. You think just like him, except he's bold enough to say it. Right. He's bold enough to say his dumb thoughts out loud. America is not a racist country, and then you say you can't fight discrimination with discrimination. Right. How can you say something's not racist? Look, in one breath, he said that he is being discriminated as a black man, but as black men, we cannot discriminate against white men to fight that. But America is not a racist country. Right. It came out, man, this cat got stopped like 10 times in 1 year as a senator on his way to work, or more than 10 times to go to work. Maybe a month even. I believe it was a month span. He got stopped like 10 times on his way to work because he's a black man. Right. Because he's a black man, man. You could look up the statistics on people of color, aka blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, getting stopped versus every other race. And we're gonna top them top 3 times the number or more. Right. Man. Because they hunt our steps. They hunt our steps. They don't hunt an East Indian steps. Right. This cat blew up the Twin Towers. Right. And niggas is getting pulled over the next day.
Good night. You know, damn, that's so heavy what you saying, Priest. So I could real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. You know what I'm saying? So heavy what you saying, because like you said, like they blew up the Twin Towers. And they still not hunting their steps, just like the Asian people. They so-called got, you know what I'm saying, the corona. Started corona. Right. They still not hunting their steps. That's a deadly virus. Right. And they still after our tail, man. Right. And we ain't did none of those things. The only thing we just tried to survive in this goddamn hell. It's like it. We go, man.
America was built off of racism. You know
right. Damn right.
The foundation of America is racism.
Damn right.
You understand? America would not be the powerhouse that it is today without racism. Right. Understand? So for anyone, you know, goddamn white, black, Japanese, Chinese, African to say that America is not racist or that racism doesn't exist, they are a goddamn lie.
Right.
Damn right, priest. Damn right. And it's sad that blacks and Hispanics, a black and Hispanic who says racism doesn't exist in this country doesn't love blacks and Hispanics. Right. They don't care about them. They have what's the definition of Stockholm syndrome? They're hypersensitive to their captive or their oppressed, their captor or their oppressor, man.
Damn right.
And that's a sad thing to be.
Right.
That's a sad thing to be. You're worried about a man who beats and starves and murders and rapes and kills you.
Right.
But those other captives with you, man, you're heartless toward them.
Right.
You're heartless toward them, and you say in your heart and in your mind, you say, I don't, well, you know, look, it's not that bad. You know, you need to get over it. It was so long ago. It's not like George Floyd died. It's not like blacks is dying every other day or anything like that, because you're evil in your mind.
Right.
And you have hatred towards your people.
Right.
And that's what this class is about. So that we could change that. We could show you we could show you how wrong you are. We can show you how foolish you think because of the learning and the things you were taught, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like it, priest.
Oh, no sweat, man. Hey, what you saying is very heavy, priest. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are, the whole thing is that we are taught to hate our people so much, man. And there's so much that when we see things, monstrosities going against our people, we saying, oh, well, like the upcoming priest saying, like, well, what did he do wrong? What's he doing wrong? Man, bunk that, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that later.
Right.
Let's talk about the main issue. Why are we dying by the hands of these oppressors, man?
Still.
You know what I'm saying? Still. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think, well, like the priest said, he said it happened like a long time ago. Why we still talking about the same issue? Because the issue hasn't been solved, man.
Damn right.
That's why we're talking about the
right.
same issue, man.
Goddamn
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's think about it, man. Like, why would you want to, why, I just don't get it, man. Like, even in the world, man, like, why would you want to take up for somebody to be killing your family? See, the thing is our people are so divided, right? They think another black man ain't they brothers, but they really are. You know what I'm saying? There's something happened to their brother down the street. They're like, oh, well, man, that's messed up, but I'm still living my day, man, because they taught us to be divided, man. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to your niece, you know, something happened to your immediate family, you be in tears right now. That's how we should be.
Right.
That's how we should be right now to a brother next to you in the same hell as you. Slack it. Go ahead, priest.
You know, priest, I was just gonna say, you know what I'm saying? All this just goes all the way back to Christianity. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Damn right.
Christianity teaches you know what I'm saying, to turn the other cheek. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Damn
Christianity
right.
tells you
Right.
to forgive.
Damn
Like
right.
Cap said, you know, you turn this cheek, you know, you got another cheek. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, you know, getting
Right.
your eye, you know, that's a cheek. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's a cheek. How many cheeks you gonna give them?
Right.
You
Right.
get smacked all over.
You get smacked all over, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So this just ties all back to Christianity, and then the thing is, it's a lot heavier than that because, again, they give us the image of Christ as Caesar Borgia, a white man, you understand?
Right,
so
right.
now in our minds, you know what I'm saying, you know, in the slave's mind,
Right.
now we have to love Christ. And
Right.
the white people are like Christ, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So now we have to
Right.
love them. Now we have to love our enemy.
Right.
It teaches the scriptures, love thine enemy, you know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
And so
right,
now we got
right.
that so embedded in our mind, you know what I'm saying? Now we like, oh, well, we gotta love the white man.
Right.
He's our enemy. We know he's our enemy,
Right.
but we gotta love him. You
Right,
understand?
right.
But that's not what the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, are talking about. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
The scripture is telling you to love the enemy of your people. You
Right,
understand?
right.
Because like it's always said, I think, you know, Cat brings out too. You know what I'm saying? Like an act. You know what I'm saying? Another nation committing an act against another nation is an act of war.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Now, you know, committing an act, you know what I'm saying, against your own people, that's a crime. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Damn
And
right.
we'll deal with that, you know what I'm
Right,
saying,
right.
accordingly, you understand?
Damn
But
right.
these nations out here are committing an act of war against us, you know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
And we just laying down, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like them tigers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or Slocky, them lions that are sleep, you
Right.
understand?
Damn right.
And that's why they're able to continue to, you know, to abuse us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have, you know what I'm saying, no military. We don't have no might. We don't
Right.
have no power in our hand. You understand?
Right.
And that's why we're able to continue to get abused. You understand?
Right.
But like you said earlier, you know what I'm saying? The jig is almost up. You
Right.
understand?
Damn right.
Because Christ is going to return.
Damn
and
right.
that might that we don't have in our hand,
Right.
Christ, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to give us that power in our hand to destroy our enemies. You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
That's right.
Damn right.
God damn. You got something to say?
Concept, Salaki, if I could. It's like that whole thing is just an excuse not to galvanize against our oppressor and come together and find a solution. Like, when we going to get our, our drugs, our weed, or whatever your drug choice is, it's F the police. You know what I'm saying? When you going to hit that lick, going to rob your brother, going to buy that prostitute or whatever, it's F the police. But when you see your brother, your cousin, your mother, your father, your sister being raped, robbed, and murdered on TV every single day, you like, well, you trying to find a reason not to galvanize because you want to, for you to find the issue, for you to see the actual issue going on in front of you, that would require you to sober up and find a solution.
Right.
So you don't want that responsibility.
Right.
So you always gonna find an easy way out so you can sit there smoking your blunt and be like, well, you shouldn't have ran. I wouldn't have ran. Right. Like find any excuse just so you can smoke your blunt. And that's so shallow.
Damn. Go ahead, Priest.
Damn. Real quick, because of, over 500 years of captivity, we have now learned to normalize our oppression.
Damn.
Right. And that's the world that we live in today, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Normalizing, our oppression.
Damn. So that's why that scripture says on Ecclesiastes 7:7, oppression make the wise man mad. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Priest, we're normalizing our oppression. But once we start getting these scriptures and start understanding that our people are oppressed, that's when we start breaking that what do you call it? That hold that had upon us so many years. You know what I'm saying? Like understand that we are oppressed. So once somebody in the nation know they are oppressed, we start making resolution for it. Right, how can we get out under this oppression? You know what I'm saying? And that's on the Commander General Yohana. He raising up warriors all across the world to break their oppression towards our people. Go ahead.
No, Salaki, just to touch on what you said, that precept you brought out was perfect because that's why they call us the angry black man on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Screaming and yelling because oppression has made us mad.
Right.
Damn right. The Christian church, again, has taught us to normalize the oppression. You understand?
Good night.
So that's the difference between, a brother in the ISUPK and a brother beating a goddamn tambourine in the Christian church.
That's right. God damn, for real. That's heavy right there. Good night. You got anything to say, Spawn Warrior?
I was gonna bring up how Kahan was talking about. We are so fixated on the Christian idea of loving your enemy, man, and loving your what else did you say? How Christians be like, turn the other cheek and love your enemy, right?
Right.
And we don't know who to apply that to. We think it's everybody. When Jesus Christ was in the ghetto talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man, and that's the only people he was talking to. You got to grasp the context of the conversation, man.
Right.
He ain't talking to everybody. Right. He ain't talking to everybody. Why you think he talking to everybody? Because a white man told you, or whoever, a Korean man, whatever church you go to told you that Christ loves everybody. No, Christ doesn't love everyone on the planet Earth, man.
Right.
He loves so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. He was in the ghetto of Jerusalem in Judea, man.
That's right.
And preaching to those people who needed it most, Salakia.
That's right, priest.
And when he was telling drug dealers who hit licks on other drug dealers, forgive your enemy. Cause that's who he's talking to. Right. People who hate each other. People who hate each other and want to kill each other because of petty things, money, or whatever the case might be. He said, forgive your enemies.
Right.
He said, turn the other cheek, forgive that man.
Right.
Because whatever measure you judge a man, you will also be judged.
That's right.
You think he deserves death? Maybe he does. But you do too. You know what I'm saying? You got to love your people, man.
That's right.
You got to love your people because everybody else on planet Earth, and when I say everybody this time, I mean every other nation.
Right.
So-called Asian, so-called white, so-called Middle Eastern and Muslims and all that and East Indians.
Right.
They judge us for death. They think that we're only good as merchandise to use to get money, man. Now what do you look like? The merchandise they see trying to kill each other and sell each other for profit just like they are. You look just like them, man. You gotta love your people, man. Love your neighbor.
Right.
Love yourself, love your people, love your God, and obey Him, and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Salakia.
That's right, priest. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, can we get Matthew 22 and 37? Yeah, we get Matthew 22 and 37. You know what I'm saying? You got that? All right, let's get it.
Book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 37. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul,
right,
and with all thy mind.
Right. So loving the Most High, what it says in 1 John 5 and 3, if I'm not mistaken, that it was saying that love according to the Most High is following His laws, that's commandment. That's how you love the Most High. Keep going.
Come. Verse 38.
Right.
This is the first and great commandment.
Right.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love that black, Hispanic, Native American neighbor as yourself. When you see your brothers out there getting killed, getting murdered, being unjustified, man, love that brother. Understand his pain when he's going through. The scripture's saying that, man. His pain, his burden is yours, man.
Damn
I'm
right.
paraphrasing, man. Love him enough to understand the pain that we've been going through for over 400 years, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Love that brother enough to forgive that brother if he transgressed against you that he didn't know. Transgressed against you that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Love that brother, man. Because you want to be forgiven, don't you? Everybody want to be forgiven.
Goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? Love that brother enough. You know what I'm saying? Love that brother enough to tell him to stop smoking that cigarette because you don't want to have no lung cancers, do you? You know what I'm saying? Love that brother just enough. So like you got anything to say, priest? Lie. No sweat. You know what I'm saying? But
actually, is that it on that verse? Is that all you gonna bring out?
Let's see, 39. Yeah, that's it on that one.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm too wild.
All right, boy. Hey, the water come through.
Sean Princess. All right. You got another precept? I was gonna bring out.
Nah, go ahead. You go
who
ahead.
Your neighbor is.
Yeah, go ahead. And we're gonna end it. You know what I'm saying, after this. After you get through.
Man, go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Oh, I had that same thing.
Yeah. I know you did. I was waiting for you to bring it out. I know this nigga gonna say this one.
What's I ain't crazy?
My brother gonna
do
that
my
one.
nigga.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Now this is a law. This is a law that Moses has given to the children of Israel, man.
Right.
You're not to hate your brother in your heart. This lesson is to, what's the lesson?
It's called love thy neighbor.
Loving your neighbor, man.
Right.
Same thing here. But this is to take away all cloud in your mind on who your neighbor is and who your brother is and who's this person and that person.
Right.
Like, to make so you can't say we was lying when I told you that Christ isn't talking to everybody.
Right.
When Christ wasn't talking to everybody. Keep reading that. You should not. It's from the top.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Whoa, hold up. This is the same sentence. He said you shouldn't hate your brother, and you should in any wise, whenever, rebuke your neighbor, correct your neighbor, man.
Right.
That's your brother. Your brother is your neighbor.
That's right.
Now, I have never gone up to a group of white cats congregating and been like, "What's up, my brother?" Have you ever done that? Have you? Look, I don't. There's not a black man on planet Earth. Your brother, you know who your brother is.
Right.
He black just like you, man. He brown just like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He grew up in the barrio, in the ghetto, on that reservation, just like you.
Yeah, right.
And that's what the Bible's talking about. But we're gonna get even deeper, man. Keep reading that.
Come. And not suffer sin upon him.
You're gonna rebuke him so he is not a sinner. So he isn't out here selling drugs, making whores of the daughters of the Lord, the princesses of the power, the daughters of Zion, man. Right. So he's not a drug addict. So he doesn't smoke weed or smoke cigarettes, eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. That's why you rebuke him.
Right.
To correct him before he goes too far. Right. Keep reading.
Gonna come. Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
You shouldn't avenge when you think a brother slighted you, you aren't supposed to take justice into your own hands.
Right.
You're not supposed to do that.
Right.
You're supposed to go through the proper procedures, man. That's love. Mm-hmm. That's love too. Mm-hmm. A lot of y'all cats, y'all get shorted on y'all gram. Y'all get a 0.8 when y'all wanted a gram, and y'all grab the pistol and go shred a nigga for nothing, for $2. Right. For some cats are buying weed at high prices. It doesn't matter. Right. The thing is, man, you're supposed to love that man and not be a goddamn drug addict. First off, love yourself. First off, could be in the next candidate for an episode of Intervention, and get off the drugs. First off,
right.
And go ahead, Priest.
Slocky. I'm saying just to chime in what you talking about, Priest. You know what I'm saying? That's being a real nigga, bro. You want to be, you know what I'm saying? You want to talk that talk. That's being a real nigga, bro. Like you got something on your mind. That's why I say don't hate your brother. You know what I'm saying? You got something on your mind, you know what I'm saying, that keep nagging you, and you keep that's a demon in you, man. You know what I'm saying? They keep nagging you, won't say nothing about it. That's why being a real man and come and talk to that brother, if you can't stand that, you can't, what he did, you like, man, I really don't like that. That's been a real brother. That's been a real man to come and talk to you, come talk to a brother about that, man. Damn it's like, right. I just want to frown with that, man.
Damn right. Get out of hand.
You know what I'm saying?
Give not being emotional and talking to a nigga about the problem you got at hand.
Right.
And not being like, not casting judgment on him without even talking to that man.
Right.
Without even figuring out what was going through his mental before this and that happened, man.
Right.
He might have, you might be surprised. He might apologize. He might make it right.
Yeah, right.
But instead, you want to go avenge. You want to be Batman and go get justice on your own.
Right.
You're not Batman. You're a sinful, disgusting brother.
Emotional, and you act like a bitch.
And you're emotional, and you act like a bitch, just like that priest said. Don't be like that. Go talk to that man, as a man, or as a sister to a sister, or whatever, vice versa, and get to the bottom of the situation instead of casting judgment and being like, this nigga deserves 2 in the chest, or he deserves me to rob him back, or this or that.
Right.
Salaki, you got something, Calcas?
Salaki, you're kind, sir. I just want to bring out, like that goes both ways, too. Like, you know, you got to go to that brother, but once that brother realize his transgression and tell you, Salaki, my bad, brother. I ain't mean to offend you.
Right.
And try to make amends. You got to squash that.
Damn right.
Our people love our pain so much because our pain allows us to be drug addicts.
Right.
Like we go through so much trauma as kids.
Damn.
We grow up and smoke blunts to the face all day, and we sell drugs, and we angry at our people because of the trauma we grew up in. But once you take that to that brother and get that reconciliation, you have to drop that. You have to move forward with that.
Right, that's heavy.
Our people love that trauma so much.
That's a heavy point.
Drugs so much that we'll hold on to that even after we got the Salaki.
Damn right. Damn right, and that's a heavy ass point too.
Damn right.
People always say the strong person is the one who forgives, and you don't want another female tendency, or an emotional thing is to be like, after that brother or sister apologize, you'll be like, it wasn't good enough.
Right.
It wasn't.
You weren't sincere.
It wasn't sincere. Good night. It wasn't sincere. The nigga did this or she did that, and I just wasn't feeling it. That's emotions.
Yep.
That's emotions. They just came to you and apologized. What a big man or a man of quality or a woman of quality would do, would accept it and move on. Right. And that's what we got to do, man. That's what we as a nation have to do to build again, man.
That's right.
We got to build up brick by brick.
That's right.
If we try to destroy each other at every opportunity and try to keep each other down because of the slightest inconvenience or offense, we're not gonna get anywhere, man.
Right.
You gotta forgive one another. You gotta forgive your neighbor, man. Right. You gotta forgive your brother. You gotta forgive your sister, man.
That's right.
But you got anything to add?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just unless you finish. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna close it out real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna finish the verse.
Yeah, go ahead. Slide,
yeah,
man.
keep reading. Keep reading now. It's almost over.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Keep reading.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor.
Yeah, that's right.
As thyself.
Now the children of your people are your neighbor, man.
That's right.
I don't know how to cut that. Basically, that's saying my dad, my uncle's sons and daughters. That's my people.
Right.
I don't know Becky over there. I don't know Blake or Botswana or what? Give me some Hamite names. Hakeem. You know what I'm saying? That's coming to America joint. I don't know this cat. He's not. If he is not the children of my people, right? Coming from the loins of the fathers of the children of Israel. Right. I don't know this cat. He's not my neighbor. Pick it up where it says neighbor again. Finish 18.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Keep going.
I am the Lord.
That's it? And that's it, man. The Lord said that.
Right.
That wasn't Moses shooting from the hip. That's the Lord.
Right.
This is who your people are. This is who you're commanded to love from God.
Damn right.
To love and embrace and forgive, man. And Salagia, that's it, dog.
No sweat, you know what I'm saying? And with the priest is bringing out so heavy, man, love thy neighbor. Like he said, your neighbor is the man that in the same struggle with you since the beginning, since you got here, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your neighbor is black, so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, man. You know what I'm saying? From the south border, from Mexico all the way down to Argentina, you know what I'm saying? All the way to Texas, all the way to Canada, man. Those your brothers who be in the same oppression with you, man. That's your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to end the class off, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get the announcements going with the Trooper Kagazar, up-and-coming priest, man. Get that brother in, man.
These are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and in Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashara means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, the free will offering for priests, is not mandatory. It's whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. We have the Feast of First Fruits. Starts after the Sabbath, after Feast of Unleavened Bread. At sundown, Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. Count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day. On Monday, June 21st, 2021. Before sundown can be found in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 10 through 22. And now, remind Akim Akwati to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And this includes ISUPK security announcements.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and give a courtesy salute to the brothers, man. Y'all about some y'all track with thoughts to all the brothers and to all the sisters. Hey, shalom, Yahweh, small, all the thumb. Baha, Shem, Yahweh, Shah. You know what I'm saying? This is ISBK Kaleem, man, Brotherhood class, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the water for all the people that hung up in the class tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? The water. But hey, that's it, man. Hey, shalom.